Hey guys, welcome back to playing Villa Secrets, Chapter 9. Bridgeport's elites gather for the Sterling's annual 4th of July gala, but the event may have an unexpected guest. As always, who's it gonna be this time? So we're back, people. Chapter 9. The Rocket's Red Glare. Chief Wash arrested Kate in her hospital room. That's right, once he found the knife used to kill Tanner wore fingerprints on it, he decided she was guilty. Even though one of his own officers found her drugged in the cabin. He seemed upset about that. Maybe because it was infuriating. Walsh decided one day that Kate was a low-life gold digger who killed Tanner out of jealousy. No amount of evidence on earth can make him see things differently. So you felt you had to go outside the law. I knew I had to help my friend, but first I needed a drink. As we all. Villa Secrets. Ooh. You see a booth and shipwrecked Sally, staring at your untouched beer, unable to get Kate's teary, tormented face out of your mind. Flynn and Naomi Grant are all there with you. The mood is dark. I still can't believe that asshole arrested Kate. What is he thinking? He just looked at what's there. I would have knocked him out cold. Gotten yourself arrested too. Worth it. He'll get what's coming to him, trust me. I understand that you're all pissed off. I'm frustrated too, but we need a plan. You're right. Drowning our troubles won't get Kate out of this. He glanced at Flynn. And I, for one, refuse to let Walsh win. Forget win. That asshole is the one who should be in the cell. What the hell is he thinking? Pretty sure thinking isn't in play here. One thing's clear. Walsh is sticking to this case of killer narrative. Hard. It's possible he actually believes it, but it seems more likely than someone's pulling the strings. That's what I'm saying. They're Sterlings. Exactly. That would be my guess. The four of you lapsed to silence, each lost in your own thoughts. I mean, obviously I'll take on case defense pro bono. Thank you, Grant. It's the least I could do. We could beat Wash in court then. I'm gonna stop you right there. I won't count on beating him without a lot more convincing evidence. People in this town trust Wash. We know it's undeserved, but a jury might not. So then we find Tanner's killer, Kate's kidnapper. Wash can't pin this on Kate if we find whoever's really responsible. I think it's our best chance of getting her off, maybe our only chance. That all sounds good, Silverhawk, but what's your plan? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like we got 0 leads. Maybe we could start at the Sterling's annual 4th of July gala? It's the biggest social event of the summer. The whole town will be there, probably a few drinks in. Maybe we'll turn something up. Wait, they seriously didn't cancel it after what happened to Tanner? I don't think a nuclear war could stop the Sterlings from maintaining their most beloved traditions. That is sad. That bunch really knows how to put family first. Tanner loved the gala. I think this might be their way of saying goodbye. Regardless of their motives, Walsh has me on derail or detail for the party. It's a long shot, but maybe we'll overhear something that gives us a lead. Open bars do tend to get people talking. You know what they say about loose lips? They sink Walsh's ship? Well, sure as hell, better hope so. You spend a long, restless night in your room, dreaming of Kate's tear-streaked face. But the next morning, you wake up determined to find something at the gala that will prove her innocence. You just finished your breakfast and Miss Harland pops around the corner, or counter. She stares at you pointedly. Hey, my favorite person. Can I help you?
I'm fine, thank you, dear. Just wondering if you had any plans today.
Well, I was planning to go to the 4th
of July gala. I knew it. Such a spectacular event. The food, the drinks, the fireworks. It's like nothing you've ever seen.
I mean, I've seen fireworks.
Not like these, you haven't. Tanner puts the show together himself, and he... Oh dear, I suppose that would have it to change this year, won't it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this event might be kind of a downer.
Maybe. Those Sterlings have spent generations learning to hide their feelings. Inside, I'm sure they're mourning their son, but they never show anything but the joyous faces of the world.
That's... I mean, it's creepy, but impressive.
Is it?
I mean, In like a super villain way, sure, that's some world-class repression.
I suppose so. Personally, I can't make it through a coffee commercial while crying. Refusing to drop the mask when your son is dead, it feels wrong to me.
Miss Hartnett sits back and clears her throat, looking at you up and down with a raised eyebrow.
Since you are planning on attending the vet, I was wondering.
What am I going to wear?
Oh, you haven't decided? Well, don't you worry. I just got the thing.
Miss Hartnett vanishes around the corner and returns, a stylish outfit laying over one arm.
What do you think? Isn't it just perfect for this sort of thing?
I mean, it looks alright.
Are you sure? It fits you so well.
I'm sorry, Miss Hartnett, but I like what I have on, as always.
Whatever you say, dear. Have fun, the gal. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That doesn't rule out much.
Well, you only live once.
Miss Hartnett disappears behind the counter. You hop in a taxi and head to the gala. Here we go with my favorite song, people. Who desire in full swing. Guests mill around, sipping drinks and chatting. Servers scurry by with trays of delicious looking overdoors. The students sure know how to throw a party. You hear a voice behind you. Party looks like a bunch of stuffed shirts and tipped up noses to me. Hi, Flynn. You see Naomi off to one side scanning the crowd. I'm going to check on Naomi to see if she heard anything yet. Sounds like a plan. I'll head to the bar. There's bound to be more gossip the closer you get to the drinks. Also, there's drinks. Excellent strategy. You head over to Naomi. She nods curtly at you, keep her eyes trailing the crowd, every inch the professional. Have you heard anything yet? Scarlet here. How did the surveillance seem? Scarlet here? She's here-ish. That gets less true every time she goes back up to the bar. You follow Nami's gaze to a visibly wobbly Scarlet yelling at the bartender that her drink tastes like ass, but yikes, I'm guessing she's not going to be much help today. She's going to need some help before too long. Nami, have you heard anything? How does Sterling sing? Honestly, I can't get a read on them all. They're so plastic. Margaret's got a smile plastered on, and Pierce is following the same script with every single guest. It must be so hard for them. They lost a son after all. True, I can't imagine how hard that must be. But that doesn't give them the right to take Flynn's sister away. If they're insisting Walsh pins on Kate, that's where my sympathy ends. Have you heard anything? Not really. Unless who's carrying the best designer handbag interests you, that is. Well, what's your verdict on this deeply important issue? Give me a good leather holster any day. Nami checks her watch and sighs. Time for me to do my rounds. I'll catch up with you later. Can't wait. She heads out toward her stage just as Grant approaches. Dakota, finally someone I want to talk to. What? This isn't your scene? It's not my scene. It's not that. I just realized how much every other person here pales in comparison now that I bumped into you. Oh, have you been here long? Long enough for a glass of wine and a little conversation. I might have been able to enjoy them if I weren't half suspicious of everyone around me. You're not enjoying the chance to play detective? Far from it. Leave the snooping to the best guess. I'd rather come in after all the facts are on the table. I guess you're different. I am. I love to crack open a case. How can you resist a good mystery? Say that. Mysteries are fun, but I prefer solutions. Taking all the puzzle pieces and putting them together, looking at all the information and reading the story it tells, and then making sure my version of the story is so compelling everyone has to believe it. I'm glad Kate has you in her corner. Grant abruptly stiffens, looking over his shoulder. You turn to see Margaret and Pierce Sterling approaching. Uh-oh. Their smiles are so bright and fixed, but you can see the dark circles under their eyes, the string at the corner of their mouths, so you can't help but feel a pang of sympathy. Mr. and Mrs. Sterling, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you for the sentiment, but let's not dwell on that now. This is a party, not a funeral. Dakota, I'm surprised to see you here, given the circumstances. Surprise isn't a word I used. Dakota's my +1, Margaret. I see, I always thought you had more taste, Grant. I won't turn your way, Dakota. I always believed in keeping my friends close but my enemies closer. Excuse me? Don't play dumb. You're her friend, the jumped-up hussy who took our beautiful boy away from us. Ma'am, I understand how hard this must be for you, but I honestly believe Kate's in... We don't care what you believe. Think what you like. I know what she did, and if I had anything to say about that filthy murdering horror would die behind bars. Dang. Margaret, please. Margaret's eyes narrow as she clutches Pierce's arm, breathing heavily as though collecting herself. Do enjoy our hospitality. She and Pierce turn and walk away. Wow, that was rough. Everyone processes grief differently, I guess. I don't know about you, but I could use a moment away from the crowd. Yes, immediately. The two of you work your way to the edges of the party. Grant stops to gaze out over the water. Have you seen the view from the cliffside? I didn't even know that was an option. I'll show you. The best part is the other bar over there. I think after we both deserve a drink. You and Grant walk towards the beach as the sun fades behind you. Ooh, you stop to admire the moonlight as it reflects off the ocean waves. Wow, I don't think I ever get used to this view. The two of you head over to a bar near a cluster of tall tables dropped in red, white, and blue. The signature cocktail is the mint julep, but it's a full bar. I don't like mint, so I'll take a glass of rose, wherever that is. Maybe I'm getting homesick. It's why I always order at brunch back in New York. I'm sure you miss it, but I, for one, am glad you stayed. I don't think I made it this far without you. Thanks, Grant. Besides, there's no way I'm leaving until cake free. Luckily, my editor agreed this case would make a great story. I convinced him I couldn't leave until it was solved. Smart thinking. Instead, Scarlett stumbles over to the two of you. There you are, Grant. Still wasting your time with Dakota? How predictable. What's that supposed to mean? I heard about your little town date. Kate still half dead in the hospital, no less. Very classy. It was not a date, and we visited Kate after. Whatever, I suppose I shouldn't care after what she did. For Christ's sake, Scarlett, you were a Kate's maid of honor. You of all people know she's not capable of murder. Scarlett lets out a weary sigh. I like to believe that, obviously, but if I were in her place, someone stole Tanner from me. You know what they say about women scorned. Bartender, where's my martini? Bartender hurries to make her the drink. She takes a huge gulp. You need to stop drinking, girl. You know, I'm over it. Not time to dwell on the past. I've got my future to think about. What are you talking about? She downs the last of her drink. Tanner gone? That drunk sucker Hamlin's the only remaining sterling heir. It's only a matter of time before he runs her business to the ground. And? Don't you ever get tired of being the second richest family in town, Grant? Aren't you looking forward to being the first? With a toss of her hair, she walks off. Wow. I guess I'm glad she's feeling better? We should probably keep an eye on her. Agreed. Hitch Bryce's gaze and irate. His brow furrows at the side of you. Before you can react, he comes lurching your way. I gotta remember what his voice was. Because he has been gone for so long. What's your voice? Q. What the hell are you doing here? I'm trying, baby. Bryce, it's great to see you too. I'm sorry for you. Leave me alone. Great to see you too. Long time, right? Right? What the hell? Do you think you're funny? What the smell of your face? Grant steps between you and Bryce. Easy, Bryce. Out my way, he's not bucking me up. He shows Grant a sign and gets right in your face. Admit it. You were in on it. Growl around you, goes silent. All eyes are on you. Grant dusts himself off and signals to the waitstaff. Several of them surround Bryce, pulling him away from you. Hey, get off of me! He shows them away. You people work for me, damn it! He straightens his collar and smooths down his jacket. If you intend to keep your pathetic job, you should try to remember that. He stalks up towards his parents who have been watching the commotion on the stage, concerned looks on their faces. You turn to Grant. So far this day is going great. He's had too much, and the fireworks shows any minute now. Don't tell me. The fireworks were always Tanner's big thing. Now that he's gone, the torch passes to Bryce. Oh no. We're gonna die, aren't we? Grant chuckles. I thought we'd find some leads here, but the only big discovery of the night is that everyone else is barely holding it together. Everything that happened with the wedding, Tanner, Kate, it feels like it broke the whole town. Or maybe it just exposed the rot that was always just below the surface. You turn and notice a young man wearing a waiter's apron weaving quickly through the crowd. Something about him looks familiar. Tony Rez! Tony Rez? What's he doing here? Who now? But he's already hustling away through the crowd. Wait here, Grant. I'll be right back. You rush after him, pushing your way through the crowd socialites. You can hear Grant calling after you. Dakota, where are you going? I'll explain later. Tony weaves through a circle of people gathered around entertaining juggling sparklers. You plow straight into the circle around the juggler. She startles, drop a sparkler. Sorry, I just need to. You spot Tony at the edge of the crowd. Where do you think you're going, Rez? Who wants to? Tony turns, sees you, and starts to run. You reach out and grab one of his apron strings. But he's already going too fast. A scrape of his apron tears away, dangling uselessly in your hand. Damn it. Tony turns to yell out over his shoulder. Leave me alone. You pocket a scrap and keep running. Wait, that's it? Okay. But just then the footlights in the stand comes on, blinding you. What the? The crowd surges towards the stands, with no sign of Tony. You give in to the flow of the crowd. Damn it, I lost him. Just then the amount of speakers around the gallery crackle to life. Bryce's voice blasts out. Alright, folks, grab your nuts and plant your butts. It's time for the fireworks show. Gross. You squint up into the stands, picking out your friends. Who should I sit next to? Is that even a question? I mean, if I'm not gonna have romance, I'm not. I'm gonna just sit alone. You slide to an empty seat just as the floodlights wink out. You kick your shoes off, join the feel of the cool grass beneath your toes. Haven't seen fireworks in ages. The show starts with a cascade of huge silvery bursts exploding across the night sky. A family near you begins to ooh and ah at the works, and you join in. You can smell the smoky afterglow of the fireworks. A series of flower-shaped bursts in yellow, red, and purple light up the stands. I wish Kay were here with me. She loves fireworks. But at least she's safe. That's the most important thing. You lean back and enjoy the show. The fireworks cease for a moment, and the audience members shift in their seats to gaze at the stage platform. This must be the big finale. I'm worried. Bryce stands up to the podium. You see Margaret tugging at his coat, her face sharp with anger as she hisses something under her breath at him. He shoves her away and lumbers over to the mic, yanking it out of his stand with a screech of feedback. He's clearly even drunker than before, barely able to hold himself upright. Yeah, I know we all think, where's Tanner? We love his fireworks so much. Guess what? Tanner's not coming back, so you're stuck with me, black sheep, the family loser. Bryce, for God's sake, sit down. No, I'm the finale host, which means I get to finish the show the way I want to. And just you people watch, this is gonna blow Tanner's stupid show out of the water. He leans over to light the fuse, stumbling a little as he bends down. This dude is gonna mess things up. This year is Bryce's turn. But something's wrong. Behind him, all the fireworks start to sparkle and shudder at once. He turns to look at them, mouth hanging open in blurry confusion. Oh, shit! Wow. Wow. Sabotage! Sabotage! Well, that was one way to end this chapter. I don't even know what to think. So this chapter was pretty much a filler because nothing really happened. Like, we didn't get any new leads. Just nothing. So this was very much a filler chapter. So, which is to be expected. I mean, anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of Real Secrets. So see you then. Bye bye.